It's time to get real with Eddie, here to help you understand the changing real estate market and meet your real estate goals. Over 19 years in the business, 2018 Realtor of the Year of Three Rivers, past president of the Three Rivers Association of Realtors, past director at Illinois Realtors, and team lead of the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Here's Eddie Ruettiger.
It's Tuesday at noon, and we are here in studio.
Yes, we are.
With Nancy Vallee from the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good. So, I need to go get a massage. I'm like overdue. You laugh, but it's not funny. I get so tight since I got sick with the Guillain-Barré that if I don't get one like once a month, and it's been kind of over a month because I got one early in the month, and now the next appointment was like later in the month, so it's been like 5-6 weeks. I hurt. I really do hurt. This getting old stuff is just dumb. We all need to stop doing it now. Everybody just stop it. I don't know whose idea getting old it was, but it needs to just quit.
I ain't even gonna. I can't even.
Funny. All right, let's talk real estate.
Sing into the choir there.
Home prices are climbing.
Just you wait another 20 years.
Oh,
just you wait. All kinds of surprises for you.
Home prices are climbing in these top cities. The latest national data from Case-Shiller and the Federal Housing Finance Agency, FHFA, shows they are going up. Case-Shiller's month-over-month seasonally adjusted figures are out. And we are seeing for February, keep in mind, Case-Shiller's always about 2 months behind.
Yes. But they have very good data, so I'll give them that.
Up 0.6 month over month. Okay, so their month over month is, they're looking at what it was from last month to this month. From January to February, we're up 0.6. FHFA is up 1.2%. So we are seeing indications that the market is climbing coming out of the gate.
Yeah. Which, in our local market, we saw.
Yeah, we're seeing strong numbers, strong sales data.
Still seeing strong numbers, strong sales data, multiple offers on certain properties. Not everything, but...
It's got to be moving condition.
Yes.
I mean, and I think that moving condition has backed off a little bit. And when I say that is, okay, if I have to paint, or if I need new carpet, or maybe I need to do the cabinets, those cosmetic things, people are accepting.
Yes, depending on the cosmetic.
But
there is some wiggle room now when it comes to that.
When it comes to that. I've seen that grip lock on the market where it had to be, oh my God, the perfect house. Ready to go, everything dotted, all the T's are crossed. We're ready, set. No, we don't need to have that necessarily. That doesn't mean you could have, major maintenance issues that have been avoided.
And I've seen multiple offers on houses that did need
maintenance,
work, updates.
What were they priced for those?
They were priced correctly. And that's the thing. That's the key.
The pricing matters.
You have to price these houses correctly.
Yeah, pricing definitely matters.
And I'm seeing more agents really be conscious of that.
I am too. I am really impressed with our fellow realtors when it comes to pricing properties in the marketplace. And you can see that when you're talking on the numbers and you're seeing percentage of original list price anywhere from 99 to 101%. That means, in all likelihood, they're getting the prices within 1%.
Yes.
Whether 1% under or 1% over. So the pricing of these properties are pretty spot on.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, kudos to those agents out there that are really doing a good job at that.
Home prices are going up in most American cities. Here are some of the top cities. Atlanta, so prices are rising in 18 of the top 20 cities, percent of appreciation in 20 cities index, February 2024. This is a month-over-month appreciation. So Atlanta was 0.4, Boston 1%, Charlotte 0.2. Going to come back to Chicago. Cleveland flat, Dallas 0.6, Denver 0.9, Detroit 0.5, Vegas 0.6, Los Angeles 1.1, Miami 0.1, Minneapolis 0.7, New York 0.8, Phoenix 0.5, Portland 1.2, San Diego 1.7, San Francisco 1.7, Seattle 2.2, Tampa is down 0.3%. You've been talking about Florida's taking a big hit. Tampa's down.
Insurance is what's
really hitting them.
Yes. Insurance has gone up. Well, home insurance has gone up anyway.
Yeah.
All over.
Yeah.
But they are really taking a hit down there.
1.1% increase in Washington, D.C. So, Chicago came in at 1.1% month over month. So that's a good, they're in the top end of the pack there.
Yeah.
Seattle's leading the pack with 2.2% increases. That's just some impressive numbers. Because when you're talking those numbers, Philly, you expand those for a year. If they hold off at 1%, you're talking 12% returns for some of these towns.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's just some amazing year-over-year returns if that holds true. Forbes explains, even as mortgage rates have reached their highest level since November, persistent demand coupled with limited housing supply are key drivers pushing home values upward, which is...
This has been the ongoing problem.
It's been the ongoing problem. So how does this impact you? Well, if you're a buyer, if you're ready, willing, and able to buy a home, purchase before prices go up even more, might be a smart choice since home values are expected to keep climbing. Sellers' prices are going up because there aren't enough homes available for sale right now compared to today's buyer demand. So if you are working with an agent to price your house right, you might receive multiple offers and sell quickly. That's the goal.
Yeah.
It's the most hardest thing you do. One of the top 5 stresses is selling a house.
Yep.
Or just getting a housing in general, buying or selling.
Yeah.
Death, divorce, finding a job, selling a house, and what's the one divorce. That's top 5 stresses in life.
Mm-hmm.
Turn around, price it correctly, do all the showings, do everything in hopefully 1 weekend, maybe 2, and then you're under contract.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, there's still some stress being under contract, but the rest of it kind of plays itself out. It's not as stressful.
Yeah, I mean, once you get over attorney review and inspection and all that, then the buyer's loan is cooking. That's basically what's going on.
Yeah.
The buyer's loan is cooking, you're waiting, you're
and
packing.
If the loan was vetted correctly, which a good realtor will do,
Yeah.
you should have a good chance of closing that deal.
Yes.
You should be like an 80 to 90% chance of the deal closing. There's no perfect deal. There's nothing out there. Unless it's cash. But even in cash, someone could just say, I'm not buying the house.
Yeah.
And then your only choice is, well, what do I do? You've got to sue them to execute the contract. That's your choice.
Yeah. So, I mean, there could always be something go wrong. That's why you have a realtor to work with. But chances are very good.
Yeah, no, chances at that point are very, very good, especially once you're past the home inspection phase and you've gotten through the attorney modifications. Now, we're talking Illinois market. Keep in mind, in some markets like California, that's completely backwards.
Yeah.
They do it backwards. They actually close the house, and then you do all your inspections and everything while you're in escrow, as they call it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but still, you should have a good chance of closing these deals and getting these deals to the table without a problem. You know, if you're working with a professional that you vetted and you trust, ask them your experience. Ask them what they do, especially when it comes, I think, negotiating and vetting the lending are the two biggest keys for a selling agent. If they don't think they're a strong negotiator, and if they have no plan on vetting the lending, if they say, oh yeah, we make sure we get a pre-approval letter,
That means nothing.
run. Honestly, run. They should be calling that lender up and asking a key set of questions on how the process for that bank works. Because it makes a big difference.
Yeah. And as a buyer's agent, I call the lender too.
Yep.
I want to vet the lender. I want to know, what's going on. Are they, what I can do to help them find a home that they can actually close on.
So it's funny we're in this because this is kind of the next article. Thinking of selling, you want agents with these skills. So one of the skill sets is the ability to turn something complex into something simple. Being able to explain a process out. And I think that is a good point. There are so many things that are very complex in our business. And if you can explain it to a client where they can understand it, if you could explain this to my 7-year-old child, and he would go, oh, okay, that's a good individual you want to work with. So Business Insider explains, maybe you have a better rapport with one of the agents you're considering, or you just feel like they're easier to approach. You're going to be working closely with this person, so it's important to choose an agent you're comfortable with. I wholeheartedly agree.
Absolutely.
If you're not comfortable with me, don't pick me.
Yeah.
Because then you're not listening to me. Then you're not following, I give advice. It's up to you to decide to take the advice.
Yeah.
But when you turn around and don't take the advice, something goes wrong, and then you look at me, well, why did this happen? Well, I told you not to do this.
And I told you why.
And then I told you this would happen a lot of times.
Yeah.
You can't shoot the messenger. If you're not comfortable, find someone you're comfortable with.
Or, again, unapproachable. You have to be able to communicate. This is a big deal. You have to be able to communicate.
A data-based approach on how to price your house. So while it may be tempting to pick your agent suggesting the highest price for your house, the strategy may cost you. It is easy to get caught up in the excitement of the bigger number, but don't get overpriced on your property. Those consequences could cost you dearly later. All right? So Rocket Mortgage explains, whether this is your first or third time selling a property, listing agents work to help make the home selling process smoother and less stressful. These real estate professionals know the ins and outs of the industry and can help you secure the best deal.
Yeah, and it's not just what's sold, it's what you're competing against on the market, it's what's contingent on the market, it's what's going on in general in your market.
If you got a house and you want $250,000, but you're a 2-bedroom, and all the 3 bedrooms are selling for $250, you're not going to sell for $250. Sometimes it's just a simple common sense approach.
If a warehouse closes and lays off 3,000 people, or if there's a warehouse coming in and is hiring 3,000 people, it's going to affect the sale of your house.
This is true. Especially if you get into some of the smaller towns that are farther out. You get down south a little farther, and you get in some outlying areas. Those jobs can make a huge change and a huge difference when it comes to what's going on in the real estate market.
Yeah.
So,
so your agent will be taking those kinds of things into account when pricing your home.
I completely agree. So, you really want to talk to a professional and someone you're comfortable with. That's what we're trying to communicate today. It's not just, you want someone that's showing you the data, but you also have to have a good comfortability of being able to communicate your needs, your wants, and what you think All right? Now, you could be wrong, and you need to be ready to be wrong. You might think your house is worth $1 million, and nope, sorry, it's not. I say this all the time. If I price your house at $1 million, is there going to be a line out the door? Everybody goes, well, no one's going to look at it. If I price the house for $1, is there going to be well, yeah, everybody's going to want the house for $1. Well, then price matters.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't suggest people list their house for $1. But
no, well, I mean, it depends.
it would be kind of an interesting study, but
listing it for $1, no,
Listing
you
it
would
for
leave
$1.
money on the table. I wouldn't even do that because I don't think you would get.
no, you'd never get what the house would be worth. That's why it's so.
Yeah.
But just to see.
You'd have so many offers, it would be, you'd be pulling your hair out.
Yeah. And they'd be for $1.
There'd be nobody for $1.
But it would be, like I said, it would just be I wonder what would happen. Not that I would ever do it, because you'd never get what the house is actually worth.
This is probably true. I don't think you'd get what the house is worth. You would never get what the house is worth. The sun is shining on sellers, keeping that in things. So, finding your slice of sunshine is if you need. So what are you looking for in this market is what it comes down to. An outdoor oasis, space to entertain, neighborhood amenities. These are some of the things you want to try to show off during the summer buying season. Now is a great time and to take those benefits in. So go down and make sure your agent has, hey, the park is up the street here. Make sure you get a picture of the park. Pictures of parks and listings are always great. Mm-hmm. Backyard pictures are huge. You got to show off your backyard.
You have to show off your backyard.
Even if it's just small and tiny little aspect, show it off. It is what it is. So,
and before you have pictures taken, and you're ready to list, before you have pictures taken, you know what day they're coming. Please just clean your house. Put your things away, run a vacuum real quick, straighten up, mow your yard, that kind of thing. Just make it presentable.
Homes that are listed at the end of spring and the beginning of summer typically sell faster at a higher sales price per Rocket Mortgage. And we are in that buying season right now. And we're seeing still houses are selling, but we're not having enough property coming up. Inventory is not going up.
Yeah,
we're not seeing it.
Not coming
yet.
to market like we needed to.
No, not like we needed to. So it's going to still be a long summer. I don't think we're going to see market start to break really until actually maybe this fall. We might have just a backwards market this year, where the fall market is going to be the higher number of units.
I know, it's going to be interesting.
So, yes, it is going to be completely interesting.
I see it being more like a roller coaster. Well, we'll get a couple of weeks where we get a few things on the market, then it'll die down again. Then we'll get a few things more, then it'll die down. It's not going to be consistent.
I think it's going to be like that. I think you hit the nail on the head. It's going to be this, just here's the deal, here's the deal, here's the deal, here's the deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's going to be this hodgepodge of stuff going up and down all summer.
Yeah.
I do think June's going to be slow because people are going to be in graduation modes versus buying house mode, at least for that first 2 weeks of June, like normal.
Yeah, I was going to say the normal ebbs and flows, I think, will be there, but beyond the normal, I totally see it going up and down.
I agree. I completely agree. It's going to be
like 4-year-olds on a soccer field. You'll get the ball will be there, and you'll get a little bunch of kids running to it, and then it'll get kicked over here, and then there'll be a bunch of more buyers over here run into it, and then That's what I see.
That that is a great explanation of what I think this market's gonna be like this summer. I mean, it really is.
It's setting itself up for it.
And I'm only laughing because my kid played soccer last summer and had no interest in doing it. But that's, of course, that's exactly what it was.
Oh,
all the kids came to here, and then all the kids ran to
seen it
there.
with all my kids. Seen it with my grandkids.
Yep.
They all play soccer, and they all do the same thing. That 4, 5, 6-year-olds, they just run to the ball.
Run to the ball. Run to the ball. Go to the ball. Go to the ball.
It's hilarious.
It is hilarious. It really is. So, all right, let's take a look at Aurora, Illinois. So,
What's going on in Aurora?
so the single-family median sales price is $320,077, up 15.2% year over year in March. Average sales price is $354,981, up 11.7% year over year for March. Percentage of original list price received was 101.9%, so still getting over asking price. 26 days on market with 72 homes left in inventory. Inventory is down 22.6% on the single family side. Closings are down 22.5%. The only thing that is up other than price is the under contracts are up 11.1%. So that's what's going on in Aurora on the single family.
Attached is really a story.
Attached median sales price is $290,000, up 8.2%. Average is $315,937, up 12.5%. Percentage of a list price received is 100.9, up 1%. 41 days on market and 28 units left in the marketplace. Aurora was voted like the #1 place to live right now in Illinois.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yes.
So,
it is a really hot place right now.
it is a very,
And
very...
it's reflected in especially attached.
Well, and the prices, I mean, compared to what's going on in the nation, $320,000 for a median sales price in Aurora is not bad.
No.
And on the attached, you're at $315 on the average. So you've got to have some newer construction.
There's a little bit newer going on over there, but still, they've got a lot. Aurora's nice because they have a nice mix of detached and attached.
Mm-hmm.
They're right there off of 88 and
Yep.
59. They've got a lot of nice shopping. The riverfront downtown is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
They've got
The theater,
the theaters
downtown. So
yes.
is the
I can't
casinos
think of it.
downtown.
Yeah. They do a whole big thing in the summer, riverfront series, all that kind of stuff. Aurora's come a long way.
It has. It really has.
It really has,
Yeah.
and it's reflecting in these numbers.
Yeah, I completely see it reflecting in the numbers too, and I just...
You got the train into the city. You got, a lot of access. People are starting to take another look at Aurora.
Yeah, it is not the town from Wayne and Garth's movies. It isn't. It's completely changed from what it was and to where it is now today. And the numbers are just outstanding when you're looking at the numbers. The March numbers on the single family were really strong. You're looking at the 315 on the average. When you roll out the average on the 12 months, the average attached single family is 295, 698 versus the 315, 937 on the March over March numbers. But that puts it more in line when you're looking at, okay, if I'm buying a single family house, it's 360. If I'm going to buy an attached, it's 295. Well, that's a $30,000. That's a $60,000 difference, and that's a good difference between your single family and your attached. It makes sense. So definitely something to keep in consideration. All right, when we get back after the break, how buying or selling a home benefits your community. Keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
Eddie Ruettiger, a licensed and experienced realtor with 22 years of success in the industry, is the team lead of the Ruettiger Group, associated with Baird Warner. Eddie has assisted innumerable residents of the area in making informed decisions regarding real estate matters. What sets Eddie and his team apart is their personalized approach that prioritizes your needs. They empower you with the right tools, information, and guidance to make the best decisions for you and your family. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property, Eddie provides you with the insights and resources to make a sound decision. At the Ruettiger Group, you are always in charge, and your needs are paramount. Eddie's team believes in educating their clients and helping them navigate the complex real estate landscape with ease. So, if you're in need of a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy real estate partner, look no further than Eddie Ruettiger and the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Find out more by calling Eddie at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-LIST. Or visit yourdwellings.com.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner and Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Consider joining the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner as a realtor. We offer a supportive and collaborative environment for our members and are currently expanding our team. Our focus is on training and education to ensure that our members are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve their clients successfully. At the Ruettiger Group, we are committed to helping our members develop both professionally and personally. Our ultimate goal is to support our members in achieving their goals and making a positive impact in the real estate industry and in the lives of their clients. Our founder, Eddie, believes in teaching members how to serve their clients, family, and community, rather than just generating a commission for the brokerage. He emphasizes the importance of being capable of going out on your own and receiving an amazing return on your value. To learn more about becoming a part of our team, please contact Eddie at the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Call Eddie at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478.
You made a smart move to get real with Eddie, helping you make your next smart move into your next home.
Welcome back to Get Real with Eddie. All right. How buying or selling benefits your community. Every year, the National Association of Realtors puts out a report that breaks down the financial impact that comes from people buying and selling homes.
Yeah, can you make that Nancy size?
I can make that Nancy size.
Thank you so much.
Impact of a typical home sale. Newly built is $124,700. All right. Now, I want to see. Hold on a second. When a house is sold, this is the local community boosts. All right. So yes. So $124,700. Totals around to the nearest 100. So they've rounded these to the nearest 100. All right. So in a new build, if it's a pre-existing home, it's $59,900. All right.
That's money that's generated into your community.
Into the community. NAR calculates the total economic impact of real estate-related industries on the state economy, as well as the expenditures that result from a single home sale, including aspects like construction costs, real estate brokerage, mortgage lending, and title insurance. So it's really at the state level that this is kind of tracked, not at the national. But I mean, this is going to have a lot of impacts locally because All right, so 28.1% of it is the total impact. That's income generated from real estate industries, okay? So that's $35,040. Expenditures related to the home purchase of $5,460. So that's like your moving costs. Probably home inspections might fall into that area also because it's
I was
outside.
gonna say generated from real estate industries. I would say that's your inspections,
Maybe.
that kind of thing.
You know, but this, you know what? I think you're right. I think you'd be right. I think the related is to the home purchase is this might be the blinds, new couch, stuff like that. 5,460. I think that's where the 4.4%. So multiplier of housing related expenditures, 19,440. That's 15.6%. So that makes up the 59,900 in existing home of dollars going into the local economy. If you have new construction, there's another 64,800 per house going into the local economy because that is providing, you know, a lot of money going towards your contractors,
Yeah,
your roofers, your plumbers, your electricians.
Exactly.
And
Now
then
you're
they're-
paying people's salaries.
Yeah, now and they're going out and they're turning around and they're buying stuff, and then they're buying stuff. So there is a whole aspect of this where it just keeps multiplying, and so this is why the
And I
home
wonder-
industry makes up this is the same size as the healthcare system.
And that doesn't take into account, I don't see anywhere where it talks about taking into account taxes. So now the town, the state, the county, they're all getting tax benefit from that house,
And I think the argument to
of the
that,
new house.
I think the argument to that is,
I wonder if that's part of the total impact of the new home.
the reason why is even though you're getting new taxes, you're also getting new expenditures for that. All right, so the argument would be, okay, I have a new road and I'm getting taxes on the road, but now I have to, as the city, I have to plow the road. So I think that's considered a.
I don't know, but
cross
how
off.
much? Well, but how much? It'd be interesting if they have some kind of numbers on that.
That would be. I mean, it
Like
would be interesting.
expenditures on that level of a new home,
I think that
providing services.
we need to have Nora, our government affairs director, look into
That would
that.
be an interesting question for
If
Nora.
I only knew somebody that was on the board of directors that
Gosh,
could
who
make that.
would, who could?
I think there's some
would
woman
know
named
that?
Nancy Vallee that's on the board that could have
I
that
know
looked into.
her.
I think you do.
I know her. I'll give her a call.
You should. So, but I mean, it just goes back to how it is one of the largest segments of our whole economy is housing. It is as large as healthcare.
Yeah, it's so much deeper than just going out and buying a home. You know, you don't realize how that impacts other people in your community.
Robert Diaz, chief economist at the National Association of Home Builders, explains how the housing industry adds jobs to a community. Housing is a significant job creator. In fact, for every single home built, enough economic activity is generated to sustain 3 full-time jobs for a year for every housing that's built. 3.
That's pretty sweet.
It just makes such a huge difference in what's going on economically in an area. If you're seeing new construction going on, you know that area is booming. If you don't see any new construction, that's a concern for the area.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that simple.
And then obviously if you see shuttered something.
That's even worse.
That's
Yeah.
a community that needs help
That's
desperately.
distress. Exactly. So, I mean, it gets past the lawyers and the real estate agents and the title companies. I mean, they're all getting a paycheck, yes, but you got, there's city officials, there's both inspectors and stuff like that, other specialists like your home inspectors, stuff like that. Every one of these people has a job. Every one of these people then turn around. They're in the local community. They take that money. They go buy groceries in their local community.
Sure.
And they're feeding that cycle and just expanding the economy. So this is just huge. 59,900. I don't like to get into the new construction number too much.
Yeah.
Just because it's last year was such a big number. 30% of all the sales were new construction. But typically that's only about 10% of the market
Yeah.
is new construction.
But just rounding that $59,900 to $60,000, that means $60,000 for every transaction. How many were in Aurora? What was the number in Aurora?
Last month,
Yeah.
69 closings.
Okay, 69 closings and 60 grand.
Breaking out the calculator.
Right? Just that.
I'm doing 59.
You're doing 59?
I'm doing the exact 59 number that
Oh,
they
okay.
gave.
I was just trying to do it.
4.1331 million. So 4,133,100
So $4
in
million
economic growth
in 1 month.
in 1 month in Aurora.
In
Just
Aurora.
just in Aurora.
Just in Aurora.
Yeah.
Just 1 month.
Yeah.
Just on detached.
Just on detached. And the numbers are going to be about the same for attached.
I don't
Be-
see why they wouldn't be.
Because those costs are all pretty much, whether you're
Yeah,
buying
you're going to have an inspection, whether it's a detached or an attached. You're going to have moving costs and all that stuff.
title fees are pretty
Title
much,
fees,
I mean, it's all based on sales price.
right? So,
So, and these sales prices were pretty close to the same. So you had another 4 million roughly,
Yeah.
maybe 3, because it only did 51 transactions.
okay, so $3 million.
All right.
So that's $7 million
And economic growth.
in economic growth being pumped into Aurora economy. Wow,
Mhm.
that's huge
That is huge.
for a month.
1 month.
1 month.
I completely agree. I mean, this is why housing is the biggest aspect when it comes to economic development, economic growth, just real estate in general. As they say, they're not making any more land.
Right.
So, 1599 Victoria Park Circle is a property you want to check out. It is listed at $215,000. It is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. We're going to call it a duplex.
It's in
Hometown.
Aurora.
In Aurora.
in Aurora.
So here we are. This looks like a single family house. We talked about this last week because it was coming to the market. We are on the market, ready to go. And this has the attached between the garages. So there's no common walls in the housing itself. It's only in the garages that they're attached. And with that being said, you're at $215,000 when the median sales price in the last 12 months on attached is $295.
I'm going to call MRED
And ask them,
and ask them.
does that count as single family? I think MRED puts it as a duplex because it is attached.
I want to verify that.
That
Just
would
for
be
my own.
intriguing interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, call them. I'd love to know what they say. So,
Because, like we spoke last week, I've seen it both ways.
yeah, I've seen people mark it, and then usually if you flag it, MRED, which is our MLS, MRED will turn around and correct it to attached. So,
But that's what I mean. Is it correct? Is it not correct? Because I see it both ways on multiple listings.
it is an attached property. I will tell you that.
So-
But go ahead and call. I'm all in favor of you calling and finding the answer out.
I will call because it's no common wall other than garage,
Other than the garage. And it is a 2-car garage. So, and
which is also nice.
you got there's a lot of shops, parks, and restaurants near this property.
Yeah,
so-
you're what, 10 minutes from Fox Valley?
Yeah, about that.
If that.
If that. And so.
And one of my favorite Chinese restaurants. Not
Really?
very far. Just right around.
What's your favorite Chinese restaurant?
Oh, this Lao Tse Chun. It's over by Fox Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, the food there is
Amazing.
amazing, and they have a robot that serves you the food. It is so cool.
That is cool. You're gonna have to send me that.
Okay.
So I'll just see if Sam wants to go because my buddy loves those kind of restaurants where it's something neat, unique, and something.
So good.
So.
It's really good there.
All right, let's hit the break. When we get back from the break, top 2 reasons again to consider a newly built home. Keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
Consider joining the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner as a realtor. We offer a supportive and collaborative environment for our members and are currently expanding our team. Our focus is on training and education to ensure that our members are equipped with the knowledge and skills necessary to serve their clients successfully. At the Ruettiger Group, we are committed to helping our members develop both professionally and personally. Our ultimate goal is to support our members in achieving their goals and making a positive impact in the real estate industry and in the lives of their clients. Our founder, Eddie, believes in teaching members how to serve their clients, family, and community rather than just generating a commission for the brokerage. He emphasizes the importance of being capable of going out on your own and receiving an amazing return on your value. To learn more about becoming a part of our team, please contact Eddie at the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Call Eddie at 815-823-5478. Again, 815-823-5478.
It's Eddie Ruettiger from the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner and Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Eddie Ruettiger, a licensed and experienced realtor with 22 years of success in the industry, is the team lead of the Ruettiger Group, associated with Baird Warner. Eddie has assisted innumerable residents of the area in making informed decisions regarding real estate matters. What sets Eddie and his team apart is their personalized approach that prioritizes your needs. They empower you with the right tools, information, and guidance to make the best decisions for you and your family. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property, Eddie provides you with the insights and resources to make a sound decision. At the Ruettiger Group, you are always in charge, and your needs are paramount. Eddie's team believes in educating their clients and helping them navigate the complex real estate landscape with ease. So, if you're in need of a reliable, experienced, and trustworthy real estate partner, look no further than Eddie Ruettiger and the Ruettiger Group at Baird Warner. Find out more by calling Eddie at 815-823-5478. That's 815-823-LIST. Or visit yourdwellings.com.
Doing everything for you except the moving, and be glad. It's Get Real with Eddie.
All right. Should you look at a new construction home, Nancy?
I think you should.
I think you should too. The top 2 reasons to considering a newly built home. Number 1, adding newly built homes could give you more options. It does make up about 30% of the market inventory right now. And so with that being said, and that's nationally speaking.
And you can pick out a floor plan. You can pick out your own finishes. You can pick out, it's pretty sweet to go in and customize it to your own taste.
What you like. Yeah. That it is kind of fun. There's no doubt about that. So data from the census and the National Association of Realtors shows that newly built homes are a bigger part of today's housing inventory than normal.
You get to pick your lot too. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, you do. You do get to pick your lot, and there's.
Obviously, there's
fees. Let's just be honest. You may have to pay fees.
Oh yeah, because obviously, if it's next to a lake versus down the road on just the regular street versus a cul-de-sac, there are different prices. But it's nice to be able to have options.
Newly built homes to choose from right now today make 33.2% of the market is new construction. 1983 to 2019, 13% was new construction on average.
And it was less than that for a while.
Oh yeah, it was down to 5% for a while. It was rough. there was no doubt that it was rough when it came to new construction.
That's part of the reason why we're at where we're at.
That is true, because they didn't build enough houses from 2010 to 2019, let's be honest. So now we're in the flip side where they're still building about the same amount of houses. It's just there's less houses coming onto the market. So, they're still building about 1 million units a year, but when you only have another 3 million being sold by the normal market, that's really putting the number under water. I mean, it's just making them a larger portion of today's market. So, from 1983 to 2019, newly built homes made up only 13% of the total inventory, but today it has climbed over 33%. Rest assured, after over a decade of underbuilding, builders aren't overdoing it today. Even with an increase in construction today, there's still a significant housing shortage overall. And that's the aspect. Like I said, I don't think they're building a massive amount of new houses. We're probably at maybe 1.1 million.
Well, you got to figure too. I mean, there's a problem with building
The numbers,
a lot of housing.
The housing numbers came out last Wednesday, and I missed them.
Part of the problem is
remember.
tradesmen to build them.
That's true. That's true. Well, and you're seeing a push away from college and into the trades. All right. I don't know how much of a push it is. We'll see.
I was going to say, it was poo-pooed for a long time, and now since 2020,
Yeah.
people are more interested in the trades,
Yep.
which is awesome. It's good to see.
Yeah. Number 2, newly built homes may be more affordable than you think. Still wondering if the cost is within your reach? Builders are going to build what's in demand. And people need more options right now, especially ones that are smaller and potentially more affordable. So they focus on building smaller homes at lower prices. The graph below shows the price difference between new and existing homes is shrinking. I have not seen this graph. So
this is interesting.
This is interesting. So median sales price of single-family homes, March 2023, newly built home. All right, this is the median sales price difference, $59,400 difference. So the median sales price at home was just under $440,000 on average for new construction, while you're looking at just around $380,000 on a pre-existing. March of 2024, new builds came down to just around $430,000, but the median sales price of existing houses have gone up to just around $400,000, giving you a difference of $33,500.
So with that number, there's a $33,500 difference,
Mm-hmm.
and with builders being able to
Rate
those
buy-downs.
rate buy-downs,
Yeah.
now that's a real game changer
I think
into even considering a brand new home.
I think new construction is a big, big option that people are not looking at, that need to be looking at a lot more, because the builders are fighting for business. They want the business. And I've seen some builders holding inventory, and they don't. It makes them so nervous. When they have a house that is completely finished and built, and they don't have a contract on it, they are freaking out.
Yeah. They want them sold.
They want them sold. So, Lending Tree explains, in the past, newly built homes have been much more expensive than existing homes, but that gap has been getting smaller recently. In some places today, you may find that the cost of building versus buying is roughly the same. CNBC, while new builders are still sold for slightly more than existing homes, the price gap has significantly narrowed. Okay, this is all true, but you also have to look at what you're buying. And if I'm buying a 3-bedroom versus a 4-bedroom, if I'm buying 2,000 square feet versus 2,500 square feet, I mean, you need to try to compare apples to apples.
Right.
They're just taking everything, lumping it all in one packet. I might get a pre-existing house that's bigger and, more bedrooms at a lower price than I would for new construction that is got smaller square footage and less bedrooms. So you got to look at what's important to you.
And let's face it, a brand new house, as much as you want to be able to pick finishes and everything, you know what? You probably are going to have to put landscape on that property.
Well, not
and
just
you're
that.
probably, there's a lot of things you're going to be
Curtains.
adding.
Yeah, curtains.
Everything.
Draperies will cost you a couple
Appliances.
$1,000.
Some of them don't even.
Nope, some don't have appliances.
So, there are a lot of costs. But looking at it, it's worth the look.
It's worth the look.
It's worth the look.
Yeah. Freddie Mac says, as the supply of existing home sales remain low and home prices continue to rise, more buyers are choosing to purchase new homes than in previous years. Absolutely. Look at it.
Look at it. Run the numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say, is run the numbers. That's what we kind of think. You want to keep your options open, and that's one of the things. Expand your areas, and don't rule out new construction. Look at new construction. Yes, the price might be higher than what your pre-existing construction is, and keep in mind, you have to probably go with their lender to get the benefits that they're offering. All right? So you can't go with your lender, but it still may be the better deal. Your realtor runs the numbers, and they can come back, and you guys can make an educated decision. I think that's the most smartest thing to do.
Absolutely. Run the numbers.
Yeah.
It can't hurt you. It can only help you to run the numbers.
I agree. It cannot hurt you. It's only going to help you to become more educated in the market. All right, that wraps it up for Get Real with Eddie. Don't forget, check us out online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at getrealwitheddie.com, giving you all the information on your largest investment, your home.
Thanks for listening to Get Real with Eddie. Eddie Ruettiger is a realtor at Baird Warner in Plainfield, license number 475141896. Managing broker Steve Engel. For more information on your neighborhood, call Eddie at 815-823-5478 or visit yourdwellings.com.